Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you'll pull up a project and play along with me, stitch along with me, make your paper stuff, your fabric stuff, whatever you're doing. I hope you will join me today, keep me company. As always, I appreciate you being here. I am going to start on my spring project, and I really should iron this. But anyway, that being said, this is some hand-dyed fabric I made. And I do believe I did this here at home. I don't remember for sure. I don't think I did this in the dye class last year, but we'll see. I mean, I might have, but I do think I did this at home. And I was struggling. I had yellow fabric out here. I had printed fabric out here. I had a lot out here. And I have not, I've worked on this for 3 days now. Even made a video that I had to delete because it was that bad. So I really like that this has sort of blue at the top and sort of mottled effect. I love the gold in this. And so I am going to go with that, get rid of these threads. And when I cut it, when I ripped it too, I didn't rip it wide enough. I should have made it a couple inches wider, but I'm going to work with it. It's longer than the other piece I had. I am going to fold this over so I have a place to put my little dowel rod, and I will have to stitch that up, but I won't bore you with that on camera. And so I am doing the Stitch the Season with Corinne over at To Be Loved Treasures by Corinne. And I am doing spring. March is only less than a week away as I'm filming this. I'm behind on videos. My last video did not do well. It was boring as all get out, so I get it. So I'm going to try and move this one along. So I have this project, and I have the denim jacket project that I'm doing. I think that's it at the moment. I really need to get going on some more stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there at this moment. I have pulled a bunch of stuff, and I've put it back, and I've pulled it again, and I've put it back. And as I said, I've been working on this for 3 days. So we are going to get started without any further ado. Now, I found this eyelet, and it fits really pretty at the bottom. So I'm going to put that on. Again, I will probably stitch all of this to begin with, the little stay stitches, the invisible stitches, whatever you want to call them. I will probably do all that off camera to keep it less boring for everybody. And I'm going to raise you up just a teensy bit. I'm working this way and the camera's facing this way, so it's all discombobulated. But anywho, all right. This is a piece of fabric. I laid a piece of lace on my copier, and I put a cream-colored piece of heavy paper behind it. And I just made a copy of the lace, and that's all that is, and I printed it on fabric. And that's what my poem or my words or my saying or whatever I decide to do, I have not found it yet, that's going to go on here. Hopefully this piece is big enough. If not, I think I have another piece that's a little larger, but I don't want it to take up too much room. So that's going up at the top there. And then the bunny. The bunny is going to be front and center. And again, like I said, I sort of cut this not real wide, but it's real tall. So we're going to work with that and just go with it. Yeah, that's what I've got. All right, I'm going to put you that way, and hopefully you can see a little better. All right, now I do have a bird. I'm just not sure the bird is going to make sense because the bird's just going to be hanging out in the air. It looks like it's supposed to be sitting on a branch. It's not flying. It goes really well with the colors, which I love, but I'm not sure it's going to make its way on there. I have this very large, and I want to go with a lot of lace this time. All right. Right side from wrong side. I have the hardest time with these things. All right. I think this is going to go, I don't want too many things like dead center. So I'm going to move Bunny over just a little bit. Put this over just a little bit there. Dry fingers. So everything is catching on my dry skin. But the last time I put lotion on, yeah, it was a hassle because I couldn't grip my needle. I have some of this fabric that I feel like matches that perfectly, even though it's not from the same line. So this is going to go right about here. Sort of blendy in with that. I'm going to put this back in to hold that down. And pins. I'm going to put that there. Now, I'm telling you right now, this is all subject to change, because when I start going on this, and then I think, I don't know if I really like that there. I don't know if that goes there. This is all subject to change. I'm just putting these out there. And this is going to be real different from my autumn and my winter, which were very heavy, heavily stitched, heavily decorated. This is not going to be. This is going to be sparse and sort of clean and bright and pastel-y and pretty. At least that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I would like it to be. I think, let's see. I think maybe we'll put Birdie up there. And then I have, now see, this isn't going to go there very well if I do this the way I want to do it. Yep, this is going to have to move over. This is going to have to come over here, I think. I won't pin that yet. I'm sort of still arranging. I'm going to put that sideways. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put the butterfly there. What else do I have? And I have all of these little bits here of flowers. So I have those, and I have these little bits here, and a little bit here. Don't know. I have had things coming and going and leaving and coming back again, and yeah, it's been quite the few days with me trying to figure this out. But I think I'm going to have more lace. I just feel like that's a lot of lace now, so I don't know. But that's okay. I'm just playing here. But this is not going to be, like I said, as heavily decorated as were the, I think I'm going to put the pink butterfly right there. Sort of shows up okay. Now I have all these as well. And I really love this bee. Can you see the wings on this bee? I'm going to zoom you in a little. The wings on the bee are little dainty flowers. So yeah. I think that bee has to be there. It just has to be on that flower. And then I'm thinking of putting a little like that in the middle, or I could put that in the middle, or I could stitch in the middle. And I have a bunch of really pretty, these things, yo-yos, that I think I'm just going to put around. And I can also do ribbon flowers, but you guys have seen me do a lot of that lately, so I don't know if that's going to come into play or not. Don't know. I just don't know. Just don't know. I like these flowers because they're a little bit different color. Everything is not pink then, or pink and blue. And yeah, over here. So that's approximately what it's going to look like. I have another lace flower here, but I'm thinking that's going to be too much. I don't know. It could be, might not be, maybe. But spring reminds me of pastels and yellows because we have a forsythia bush out front, and it's just absolutely stunning in the spring. You know, and I think I'm going to stitch, maybe I'll follow this and stitch color in here. I don't know. I mean, that'd be really beautiful in a bright yellow or a pink. I was going to bring purples and violets in here, but that's not going to work. I tried and tried and tried, and it's just not going to work. So I don't think that's going to happen. I wonder, I don't know if the big butterfly looks weird up there, down here. I think it does. And of course that bee is oversized. I don't care. I don't care right now. I just don't care. I just want to start working on this and not be frustrated by it. I don't want to be frustrated by my work. And it's just really, it's been a frustrating day. 2 days, 3 days. So I'm not going to play that game anymore. I'm just not going to be frustrated. I'm going to do the best I can. And if it turns out, it turns out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I have to find a poem or words about spring or make something up. So I'm taking that off because that's not going to be, you know, used right now. And then I'm going to put this down. I'm going to take the yo-yos off because I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with those. I would like to use them. However, if they don't fit in, then they're not going to fit in. I don't know. So pin that, and I'm going to pin that. Let's see. I think I'm going to keep that. I would like to keep that. But if it doesn't work, it's not staying. So, but this is going to be more light and airy and not as heavy as the other two, like I said. It's just, I just want it to be fun and light and inspiring and excuse me. Alrighty. I don't think I have that pinned down yet. And I don't have any more in there. A couple more little pins. And I will be stitching on this, but I'm not going to be doing any heavy embellishing. In fact, I did a bunch of heavy leaf work on the jacket for the wearable for the Roxy Creation February challenge. And of course, now February is almost over and I've not finished my jacket. And I'm going to leave this overhanging just the teensiest bit, because when I stitch, it's going to, you know, it always puckers in some. Now, I don't know if I want those upside down. See, there's these little half, almost like a flower stitched. I think I like those at the top, not at the bottom. Hopefully you're seeing what I'm doing. Yeah, I like them. I think it adds texture to the top a little bit. So I am good with that, except that putting a pin in a hole is not going to hold anything. Not at all. Okay. Alrighty. So right now, I think that's what I've got. Whether I love it or not, I don't know. Love my background fabric. I love the bunny. I think what's happening is the bunny is getting lost. So I think the bunny is going to need some extra special care. The bunny is definitely getting lost no matter what background I use. I had originally had like a buttery yellow. I could even put that way. That's kind of pretty. But I have this fabric, so I could just cut pieces out from that fabric. There's going to be later embellishing. The bird, I'm not going to pin down right now. I don't know if the bird is staying or going. So leave a comment below. What do you think about the bird? Yes or no? Does the bird stay? Does the bird stay up there? Or does the bird go? Let's do this. Bird, no bird. Okay, there's the bird. There's the no bird. What you think? Maybe this butterfly could go up here. But that's really close to that butterfly then. But do I care? You know me, I love my butterflies. So maybe we'll just do that. I do have another piece of this buttery, flowery fabric here. I could cut it down and put it up there because it's all kind of cut all wonky. Could put that up there. I mean, the bird could go in there too. That's option 3. Let me know what you think. If you think the bird should stay, should go, should be on this flowery fabric, lace. Darn dry skin on my fingers. I bought gloves to use to wash dishes with because I'm constantly washing my hands and washing dishes. And yeah, not a good thing. I bought them and they were too big. So as I'm washing dishes, they're flying off my hands. So I gave up on them. Okay, bird, no bird. And which lace? This one or this one? If you like the bird, which lace? This is 1. This is 2, flowery, open weave, flowery fabric. Okay. All right. So the question will be now how to embellish the bunny and not make it weird and to make her pretty. I mean, she's basically gray, light gray, dark gray. Do I want to change what she looks like? Good question. And I feel like this is going to have to be done with very fine thread. Like single, well, not single, double-stranded thread. Because I feel like I want it to be light and airy. I don't want it to be heavy and thick. I just want it to be, and if I didn't put the bird in there, I can shorten the top and it could be more like that. So that's what it would look like overall if I, good Lord. That's what it'll look like if it doesn't have the bird and it'd be sort of, you know, yeah, that. Okay, bunny. Oops, now the light is in the way. I'm going to bring it down a little bit and we'll work on bunny, Miss Bunny. Now this looks very dark on my phone and I keep fussing because it looks very dark on my phone. I probably forgot to lighten the exposure on my phone. So, bunny. What are we gonna do? I hate to make her gray. How about this really pretty silver? That's kind of pretty. That could be her lightness. And then, of course, there's a little bit of pink in here and in her ears, a little bit of dark for the shadows. Or do I want to change her color? Is this darker? I think this is even lighter. Oh, that's even lighter. That's pretty. And that could be the dark. Let's give that a shot. I think, now there's a bluish gray. That could be that right there. I want to go with that or the silvery. This is shiny almost. I really like that. So I think I'm going to stick with that. I'm pulling threads here. See now, next to this looks blue, almost bluish gray. That's darker than that, so I don't think we'll go with that. Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's play with the bunny then. Why not? Why not, she says. See, I even have some of these flowers, and I really like the daisies, but I didn't like the black background. So, yeah. Could I cut the black out? Yeah, but that'd be a real royal pain in the patootie. So I don't think that's going to happen. And my hands are very dry and ugly looking, so please don't pay any attention to them. I know how bad they look. So, how's everybody doing? Everything good in your part of the world? Yesterday was a gray day. Today's a gray day. I did a video yesterday. Totally deleted it. Wasn't worth keeping. Not any good at all. So, let's see if I can do this without totally stabbing myself on all these pins. So this is the, am I starting with the light gray? No, I need to do the light gray. Too busy chatting it up. Not paying attention. I'll start with this. I'm starting with 2 threads of the 6-strand DMC floss. Not a tutorial. I seldom do anything tutorial-wise because I'm not good at it. And I get terrible views. So, I am going to just try and do my best here. All right, so the lighter bits. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't want to mess her up. Her nose almost looks yellow. Didn't they make her right there? Almost looks yellow. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to do this first, and we'll see how this goes. It's just going to be boring. Just, oh lordy, see, the pins are just going to, okay, you know what? I think all of these guys, all of these little guys, they got to come off. This is going to be that thing where you put it on, you take it off. You place it, you replace it, then you replace it again. The pin goes over there, that goes over there. All right, let's see if I can do this now. This might come off too, because I'm just not into stabbing myself today if I can prevent that. Where's my needle? Okay, let's see if we can make her look fuzzy. And if not, I don't know what I'm going to do. The thought did cross my mind to pull, seriously, to pull out either colored pencils or watercolor and see if I could enhance her a little bit that way. But if I can, I would like to do it by stitching. I thought my threads were uneven, but they were not. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those things where this is probably going to be long and tedious. So like I said, I hope you pulled up a project. I think you're in too close now, so I'm going to move you out. What is with all the shadowing? Wow. Somebody needs to get some new lights. I think that somebody is me. Now I was looking on Pinterest last night for ideas, and I came across a blog of someone not in the US. I don't remember what country she's in. And she said her short and long stitches are usually pretty much close to the same size. So I don't know if that's what I'm going to have to do. I also don't know if 2 threads is going to be too much. Should I be doing 1 thread? Does she look too bulky? I don't know. I guess I won't be able to tell until I do the whole thing, huh? If you have any advice for me out there, speak up. Criticisms, I'd rather not hear. I like everybody to be nice, share nicely, and, you know, be kind to each other. That is my wish for the world. I'll tell you what, we've gone out a couple of times this week. I haven't been out since Thursday, and today's Saturday. But we went out a couple of times this week. And now, it's not Saturday when you're seeing this. It's Saturday as I'm filming this, just to clarify. And I'll tell you what, we saw 3 people run red lights. And we were only out a couple of hours. We drive from where we live up towards the city of Fredericksburg, and people were just running red lights left blatantly. Like, we were at an intersection, and the guy beside us, we were going straight, but we were in the right lane of a 3-lane road. And this guy took off, and the light hadn't turned green yet. The other people in the other direction had stopped going. Now, he must know this light really well, because it did turn green. He was already through it while it was still red. He must have known it was going to turn green, but he didn't know somebody wasn't going to be turning or going straight across. He could have been T-boned, or he could have T-boned somebody else who might have been running a red light, because there was a lot of that happening. And it's just insanity. People are just not, oh, see, I'm starting to slant here, and I don't want it to slant. I'm slanting this way. I don't know why. And then when we did go out, now I've worn makeup my entire life. Like, I had really bad skin as a blooming teenager, and I started wearing makeup right away. And it's still slanted. All right. And I have tried to find non-toxic makeup because of the health issues I've had. See, I feel like that's just too heavy. I feel like I'm losing her. I might have to go to one thread. I don't get it. Or maybe I just need to keep going. I gotta fill this in. Anyway, back to the makeup. So I bought this liquid makeup, and I've worn it a few times. And each time I wash my face with a non-toxic face wash. At one point I was using castor oil or almond oil to clean my face with. It's a thing. You can use those oils to wash your face. But I thought, well, I'm having a reaction to something here, because my skin on my face, my entire face, gets really red, then it starts burning, then under my eyes gets all swollen, along my jawbone gets all red and itchy, and my face is like really hot, and it looks like I've had a big crying jag, like, because my eyes are so puffy underneath. And it looks really bad. I mean, it looks bad. And so I stay in the house for 3 days. Well, I tried this makeup one more time, because in the past I didn't know if it was the makeup or because I had eaten something weird or what. I guess I didn't want to believe it was the makeup. Well, it's the makeup, because I wore it on Thursday, and Thursday night, Friday, and today. Wow, that is crooked too. What is wrong with my eyes today? My face is just horrible. It's just like, I didn't want to go out. So, yeah, that very expensive non-toxic makeup is going to go in the trash. And I think it's the sunscreen in the makeup. Now, I don't know, but I generally have never worn sunscreen at all. I'm not a very fair-skinned person. I mean, you can see from my arms, I'm dark, and I haven't been out in the sun, you know, I mean, it's February, for goodness sake. So, have not had any nice days to be out in the sun at all. Okay, I want to be very careful and get this in the right place. All right. So I'm not sure I like that, but I might have to do the whole bunny first, or maybe I need to do longer strands, or I need to cut it down to one strand. Ow! That hurt. So, I will tie this off because I'm out of thread. And if I don't like it, I'll cut it all out. So yeah, I think it might be the sunscreen in the makeup, which is frustrating. But anyway, I will not wear that makeup anymore. All right, I'm going to do something different on the other side of her and just try it and see what happens. This is all, you know, thread painting is not my, I don't feel like it's my thing. I very seldom am happy with my outcome of thread painting. So, I don't know, maybe I just need to outline her in silver or gray and kind of go with that. I don't know. But I'm going to do this side with single strand and longer strokes. So, longer stitches. And let's see what happens. Sometimes you got to play before you get the answer. Hope that light's better. It's shining in my eyes, which I don't love, but that's... Sometimes the artist has to suffer for her audience. Ow, ow, baba. That's what I get for making a joke. Yeah, so that's how my last couple of days have been spent. We are going out tomorrow. We have to pick up my beaded pieces from the art center. The show is over. They did not sell. And we will go pick those up tomorrow and bring them home. And they didn't sell and I didn't win any prizes, so that's just how it goes. Now, I am not going to I think this is going to be how I do it. I think it's going to be single-stranded and longer stitches. So if you're not happy with what you're doing and you've seen somebody else do it a certain way, but it's not working for you, do your own thing. You're not the other person. You are your own artist. You are your own crafter. You are your own person. You are the one who has to like what you're doing. You don't have to do what somebody else does just because it works for them. Heck, I would love to have the talent that Corinne and Christine and the Roxy girls and so many others have. I know I'm not them. I have to stop comparing myself to what they do and do what my heart tells me to. And that's what this is all about for me. So, yes, I like that much better. Now, I'll bet you that's really hard to see on camera. However, I really like that. You can see how big my finger looks, way better than that. So that's what I will be doing right there. And I'll be removing those and doing the whole bunny like that. So let me tie this off. And I didn't back this fabric with anything else, so stitching will be quite easy. I have realized doing the back of my jacket panel that oh, let me back you out and raise you up, that doing the stitching on a single layer of I say single layer when you have this layer on top of another layer, but without batting or muslin or something behind that layer, it's so much easier to stitch through. It's so much less stressful on my hands. And everything I do has either a double layer or batting behind it. So I'm going to continue to work on the bunny. I'm going to take this out, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I would love to take little pieces of fabric and fill this in, or little pieces of lace. Now, I've seen Corinne do this, but I stink at it. Like, it does not work for me to do that. Like, this piece of lace is going to be too big. So I think this is all going to be stitched, and it will definitely be a really slow stitching project. But I have all of March to work on this. It's not even March yet. I think March is Friday, I think. So I will be back, and I'll just, when I'm ready to do some more stitching, I will turn the camera on and we'll stitch together. So have a project ready. I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for joining me. And let me know what you think below. But be nice. Take care, everybody. Happy crafting. Bye.